Hello my darlings, I did not have any skincare highlights to share for the month of September, so I thought I would be very extra and do a fabulous Empties video. I'm going to share something new with you, a cocktail I've never tried before. This is the Kuch Behar. It is a tomato-based cocktail, and that is something I have avoided for a very long time. I've never tried a Bloody Mary, the idea of tomato and vodka. But as you know, I like to try new things. Let's go into the kitchen and make this. Now, one of the things that inspired me to make this cocktail is that it was created by the Maharaja of Kuch Behar. I hope I'm saying that right. I also really liked the simplicity of the recipe. It just has pepper vodka and cold tomato juice. I had some tomatoes lying about in the kitchen, so I decided to make some fresh tomato juice. I also had to make my own pepper vodka. I do feel like this is something you can get if you do a little bit of internet hunting, but it was easy enough to simply infuse some black pepper and vodka together. I popped that all in a jar and left it to settle for about 3 days. And that's that. You just chuck everything into a glass full of ice. And of course, because IJ likes to break rules in the kitchen, I decided to sprinkle just a touch of freshly cracked pepper and sea salt. Shall we taste it? It's something that would have to grow on me. If anything, I'll say it's a sophisticated cocktail. The kind of thing you serve at a brunch or a really posh cocktail party. It's also something you definitely sip slowly. Let's get into the empties. This episode will be slightly longer. I do have quite a bit in my drawer of empties, and that's why I decided to add the fabulous recipe in the beginning. If you're new here, my beauty empties are chock full of mini reviews. Everything will be listed down in the description box, and this is a fabulous way for you to see what enters my life beauty-wise. Let's get into it. We'll start with a powder mask. This is the cleansing face mask powder from Ijeoma Skincare. This didn't do anything for me. In fact, it solidified the fact that I don't think cocoa powder belongs in skincare. There are only 2 ingredients in this mask. There was green clay and cocoa powder. And I just never felt like it did anything for my skin. I didn't feel like it got clean. I don't feel like it was nourished. I don't feel like it was given a shot of antioxidants. It just felt flat for me. This was a no for me. Definitely not repurchasing that, and I don't think it's worth recommending. You can just get plain old clay from Ijeoma Skincare. They do that, and that will do the trick. Next up, something that I definitely recommend, absolutely fabulous. This is a staple in my skincare routine. This is the Nankin Skincare Purifying Face Toner. One of the best toners I have ever tried, ever tried. This is absolutely stunning, and I have tried hundreds of toners. It is hydrating, it's moisturizing, it refines the skin ever so slightly. There's a little bit of witch hazel in this, so it's really good for oily skin. I think all skin types will like this. It's very hydrating. Have I said that? Yes, it's a good toner. There's witch hazel in this, there's sodium hyaluronate, there's seaweed, there's aloe. Every time I have it in my routine, I'm exceptionally amused by it. Love, love, love. Next up is something very basic. This is the Ghassoul Beauty Mallow and Cucumber Rebalancing Moisturizer. It was okay, nothing revolutionary, nothing to talk about. Even ingredient wise, there's nothing in here that is standing out. I did a review on this line. I will link it down below. Moisturizer wise, it is very bog standard, and it's 2022.
We deserve beautiful moisturizers. End of story.
I have got a face oil that was rather nice, something that I really liked. This is the Repair Active Nourishing oil from Bella Skin Botanic. It was nice. It did the job. Really good ingredients. There's avocado oil in this. There's carrot oil, wheat germ, sea buckthorn, there's neroli, there's frankincense and rose flower. Let me take a smell. Yes, very nice earthy floral scent. It didn't stand out to me, but it did make me happy. It's definitely one that I can recommend, but I don't see myself repurchasing this. But if it came back into my life, I would not be mad. Now for a touch of makeup, I have got the Kryolan Concealer Pen in the shade number 4. I love this. This was beautiful on the skin. It's just one of those concealers that doesn't overperform. You just need enough. It will brighten, it will hide, it feels beautiful on the skin. It's not too liquidy, it's not too creamy, it's not too stiff. It blends away like a dream. Absolutely loved this pen. I want all the shades for my makeup artist kit. Love, love, love this. Very nice, very, very nice. Next up is the Big Skinny Waterproof Precision Kohl Eyeliner in the shade Deep Brown from Avon. It was okay, nothing revolutionary. I give it a flat B. I wanted a little bit more pigment. I wanted a little bit more longevity. I wanted it to just look much better than it did. It just didn't do that much for me. It's not something I would recommend. There are other eyeliners that I know that are better than this, and I don't see myself repurchasing that. Definitely not. Next up are 2 powders from Sleek. I am not sure if they still make these, but I have a feeling you can still find these in the African hair shop. These are the pressed powder in translucent, and I have one in superior cover. The shade Deep and I believe Brown Sugar. They were decent. They're functional powders. They do the job. It's a decent shade range when it comes to Sleek for women of color. Not something I would repurchase quickly, but I recommend them, and you know, they're always in my radar. You know, if I need a powder, I know I can grab them. I know I can grab them. Now for some candles. This is Adeola from Okiki Skincare. Okiki's candles are absolutely fantastic, absolutely luxurious, definitely worth the money. They're a little bit spendy for me, and for that money I think I would like a little bit more of a luxe packaging, but the scent fills up a room. They function exceptionally well. This was sweet and smoky, a little bit caramelly. Limited edition, I think. I'm not sure. I will make sure to be clear in the description box. But this is fabulous. They also have wooden wicks, so you hear that little crackle if you're silent enough. Okiki's candles are really nice. I highly recommend them. Next up is a candle from Bahama London. This is Violet and Cherry Blossom. It smells exactly like that. Such a light, pretty, powdery scent in the air. It's a kind of candle you put in a hallway. You just want something elegant and refined. When people walk into your room, into your home, they're not overwhelmed. That's what this candle gives me. It's not something I would repurchase, but I definitely recommend it. If you like light candles but you can still smell them, you don't want your head to be blown off, Violet and Cherry Blossom is really nice. Very, very cute. I then have Eucalyptus and Blackcurrant. This was flat for me. I don't feel like I smelled anything from it. Even the scent combination is a bit strange. Eucalyptus and Blackcurrant. That was flat for me. Egyptian Iris and Coconut. This was nice. Also very pretty, light, elegant, powdery scent in the air. Perfect for the hallway. Also perfect for the bathroom. If you don't want something that is too potent. Could also work in the bedroom. It was nice. Not something I would repurchase, but it was nice. Now this I will repurchase. This was the perfect summer candle. Bright and fresh and sparkling in the air. This is Mimosa. Absolutely beautiful. It was perfect for the summer. Really, really liked this. I see myself repurchasing this scent. Really nice. I've got some multiples. These are the Uriage Eau Thermale Thermal Water. I use this to mist my skin when I'm face masking. As you can see, I buy these in multiples. I go through them quite a bit. I've recently discovered these through Essential. They have quite a bit of French skincare and I really appreciate that. They usually have a third off French skincare sale, which is when I get this. It adds up to about £3 a bottle. Absolutely fantastic. I have several backups. It's just fancy water in a can. I like to keep my face wet when I'm masking so that I keep my moisture, I keep my hydration levels. And yeah, I definitely recommend these. Another toner. You all know I do love a toner. This is also something that I absolutely love, something I have repurchased several times. Oh, another toner that is top tier for me. This is the Aromatica Vitalizing Rosemary Deconcoction Toner. Oh, if you have oily skin and your skin is not sensitive, you kind of need to try this. This is beautiful. This is not only hydrating, but it has enough of a astringent effect. It just picks up all the oils on the skin. And the skin is just left very refreshed, very refined. There's just something about this toner that is top tier. It is not cheap, but it is worth the trouble. This is, I think, about my 4th or 5th bottle, and I definitely will repurchase it. And it's a decent size. I think this is 300 ml if I'm not wrong. So it's not that bad, but it's still spendy, but it's still really good. Love this stuff. I have a random hand cream. I got quite a few hand creams last year as gifts and I am trying to go through them. This is from Molton Brown. This is the fiery pink pepper. There was nothing fiery about it. It was just a bog standard hand cream. I know Molton Brown is a bit of a it brand. And so far I've never met anything Molton Brown that has grabbed my attention. It was okay. It was okay. Another hand cream that disappointed me. I kind of wanted a little bit more from this line. This is the Rituals hand balm from the Savage Garden collection. It was okay. It wasn't moisturizing enough. I didn't particularly like the scent. Too harsh, too citrusy. I just wanted a little bit more from this brand. And because it gives you packaging, it gives you experience. It's also a price point. And for that, I want a lot. It did not stand out to me. Next up is something very strange that I fell in love with, that I have no business falling in love with. This is the All About Eyes eye cream from Clinique. Now, I don't really use eye creams underneath my eyes. I use them as lip serums. I got this in the Clinique Advent Calendar from last year. This was fabulous. As a lip serum, let me tell you, my lips underneath my lip balm, so moisturized. The texture of this was so fabulous. My lips were so plump, so juicy. I kept asking myself, is this how people with lip fillers feel? It was really nice. If anything, I have the audacity to go to a Clinique counter and ask for a free sample. But I really like it. I really like it. I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to go repurchasing it. No. But that was really nice. Really nice. I then finished up 2 bars of soap from Wideye. They come wrapped in this paper. They have such a beautiful selection. I always recommend them. I definitely think they're worth checking out. Their soaps make me happy. I love the price point. There's always something new to try. The skin is left clean. They're moisturizing. What more do I want? What more does one want? Let's do a bit of Superdrug. This is a Simply Pure Hydrating Night Serum. This is really good. It's a no fuss, no muss kind of situation. It is not complicated. It has glycerin, squalene, sodium hyaluronate. It just does the job. Beautiful whipped texture. Some skin types will be able to get away with this just as a moisturizer. Maybe you add just a few drops of oil just to bump up that nourishment factor. But I love this. I've gone through several bottles and every time I bring it back into my routine, I'm amused at how good it is, you know? Really nice. Definitely worth checking out. This is the Vitamin E In Shower Softening Body Cleanser. Do not buy this. This is whack. This is horrible. It lasted me 10 days. 10 days. And it didn't even give me experience. You do not get to call yourself a softening body cleanser and you don't give me experience. It's one of those foaming type of situations. It didn't even lather up properly. It didn't feel luxurious. It didn't give me experience. I think they're phasing these out. If you see them for nothing, they're not even worth nothing, please don't get it. Don't get it. It's not worth the trouble. And next up is something that is definitely worth the trouble. This is the Hydrating Mist, once again from the Vitamin E range. Fabulous, juicy skin in a bottle. I absolutely love this. This is the thing that gives me a glow. I always say that. I love to mist this in the middle of my makeup routine, in the middle of my skincare routine. I also use this to wet my skin before I apply a face mask. It's really multifunctional for me. It's something I have repurchased several times and I always recommend. It does the job. Juicy skin in a bottle. Let's go back to Ijeoma skincare for a moment. This is a shea butter infused with lavender. This is something I got in PR, gratefully. It's nice. The lavender is lavendering. Really, really nice. Not bad, but I prefer to get my shea butter in the plain form. Then I can play with my essential oils and decide what I really want. But yes, I will always keep referencing Ijeoma skincare as my go-to for DIY beauty. If you like to buy your own body oils, your own body butters, Ijeoma has such a fantastic array of things to try. I'm always amused when I go on their website. I always try new butters, new oils to make my own body butters. Fabulous. This is a staple as well from Ijeoma for me. This is Ghassoul Clay. I buy it in bulk because I use it for my hair and my skin. I make my hair masks. I use it to make my face masks. It's one of the reasons it's very hard to impress me with a clay mask, because I have the real deal. You know, I can mix it the way I want, and this is beautiful on the skin. It's not drying. It has a very soft, soapy feeling as well. It's really nice. It's been a staple for years and I'll keep repurchasing it for as long as I can. Definitely worth checking out. If not for skincare, because I know not everyone likes the idea of mixing their masks, buy it for your hair masks. We're almost there, my darlings. We've got a few more to go through. This is something else from Okiki. This is the Lavender Balm. I love to buy the balms from Okiki to use as cleansing balms. They are not sold as cleansing balms, but their ingredient decks are so clean that I use them as cleansing balms, and I love the price of them. Their balms range between £9 and £15. The quality of the oils and the butters they use is top-notch. I have gone through almost all of their balms and enjoyed all of them. My favorite is the herbal balm. Definitely recommend. I would definitely repurchase. I repeat, they're not sold as cleansing balms, but that's what I use them for, and that means they don't have surfactants. You have to take them off with a cloth, so keep them in mind. But these, really good, really, really good. Next up is something that is kind of a staple. I like having it somewhere in my routine once in a while. This is a Witch Hazel gel from Superdrug. Witch Hazel is a fantastic ingredient for those who have oily skin. I have a touch of oiliness through my T-zone, so when I have this in my routine, I tend to like to use it over the summer just to soothe my oiliness. I also like the fact that it's quite simple. There's only like Witch Hazel and glycerin in this, and the glycerin does balance that drying effect of Witch Hazel. I also like to use this to mix my powder masks during the summer. I will use this in my serum step if I feel like I'm breaking out but I don't want to exfoliate. I just need something to calm down the skin. This does the job. It's cheap as chips. It's worth trying. And last and certainly not least, this is fabulous to add in your first aid kit in the kitchen. It's perfect for little cuts and little bruises, little burns. Just seals it in and prepares it to start its healing process. I definitely recommend. I've got two face masks here. This is the Holland and Barrett clay face mask. It's okay, as I said, because of the Ghassoul Clay I get from Ijeoma skincare, it is so hard to impress me with a clay mask. This is the kind of thing you grab when you're going for a hot holiday. You just want something to mask often. It has a bit of salicylic acid as well, quite a few oils in it. It wasn't groundbreaking, didn't change my life, but it's not bad, and it's something I definitely recommend if you don't want to spend too much money on a mask, because this is underneath £5. It was all right. It did the job. I preferred using it in the morning as a morning cleanse. Yeah, that's what I did with that. Oh, it's not a mask. I thought it was a mask. Anyway, we're here now. This is the Ghassoul Beauty Facial Exfoliator. This is one of the laziest bit of skincare I have tried in a very long time. This was bad. Okay, not bad, just lazy. Like, it was a nondescript type of scrub. It was creamy. The granules were not enough. It didn't really do a thing. What was the point of even making it? I didn't really enjoy it. I mostly used it on my facial days. I usually do a neck and chest treatment twice a month for myself. That's when I used it, to exfoliate my neck and my chest, just to use it up. It's something I definitely don't recommend. Lazy skincare. Let me just highlight, these two belong in the same kit, the rebalancing kit from Ghassoul Beauty. I did do a full review of that. As I said, I'll link it down below. Next up is something that I've just moved on from. I know better, so I do better. This is the Ordinary's AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. This was such a hype. We all felt like we needed it. We don't need it. It's just a lot of skincare. It just needs so much product knowledge, so much skin knowledge to really get the best out of this product. Very few people need a product like this, to be honest. We fell for a lot of marketing. We absolutely did not need this. Once I didn't even miss it once I stopped using it. I mostly used it on my body, not on my face. It's not even something I would easily recommend. You have to really know what you're doing. You have to know your skincare. You have to know your skin. Moving on. Last and not least, let's round up the video with a fragrance. This is the Blushing Pearl from Fragrance of Arabia. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is absolutely beautiful. A very fresh green rose that works beautifully both in the summer and the winter. This is something I'm definitely repurchasing. Oh, the freshness in this, top tier. I feel like you can also smell, like, you know, when you break the stem of a rose, I feel like you can smell that in this. This is really nice. This is a beautiful rose fragrance. I definitely need to repurchase this and put that in my backup collection. And that's that. Those are my recent beauty empties. I hope you have appreciated my very extra, slightly longer beauty empties video. I hope you try this cocktail. It's not too shabby. It's something that I feel belongs at brunch, a posh cocktail party as well. And if you like Bloody Marys, you'll probably like this one. Down in the description box, I will make sure to list everything I have mentioned in this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Ijeoma, and I'll see you soon.